Welcome back to Health Wrap. Doctors Maria and Jeff here with you from the Chiropractic Wellness Center. Hey, we hope you're having a great Saturday morning. This is, first, by the way, wrapwellness.com and our location, 1130 East Cloud Street over there by Dillon's at Clouden, Ohio. But anyway, this is our first episode of Health Wrap where we're also doing our new YouTube channel. So right now we are video recording this episode to put up on our brand new YouTube channel called Health Wrap. It's not, I don't think it's all the way up yet, and we don't exactly know how to put this on there quite yet, but we're
working on it.
We are.
I'm working on it.
That's all you can do in this life is just work on things. Try to get better every day. So hi YouTube. We're here at the radio station, and we are trying this out. So hopefully this won't be the last of a quick one video series here.
And we will need subscribers, so.
Yeah, we need
We'll
1,000 subscribers in order to fully make the channel operational. So look for that in the future. We're going to be really publicizing that. So since we are doing sort of a new format here today, I thought that it would be interesting for our listeners and viewers, for me to interview Dr. Maria today, as if I was the host of the show and she was my guest. So I will just start out with something real basic here for you, Dr. Maria. What sequence of events led you to pursue a career in chiropractic?
Well, I will have to credit my daddy again on this one, and that would be I was pre-vet in undergrad and came home for spring break one time, and my dad had put his back out, and my mom and I dragged him into the chiropractor in town, and the chiropractor worked his wonders on my dad's back, and he didn't have to have surgery, didn't have to have a whole bunch of drugs, and I was a believer after that.
Well, I had a chiropractic problem myself. I'm going to answer these questions too, so it's kind of like I'm interviewing myself in a way. But I had a sciatica problem, which is pain that starts in your back and goes down through your hip and down your leg. And I started seeing a chiropractor here in Salina, and he helped me, and he encouraged me to get into chiropractic. So.
Well, I'll ask you a question. We got this idea actually from our daughter, who
so now she's interviewing me.
Has a podcast.
Yeah.
And so she and her fiance do this back and forth. They ask each other questions at the end of their podcast. So I'm going to ask one of the ones that she asked, which made me think because I didn't even realize. So, do you do sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
So without a doubt, I do sock, both socks, and then both shoes.
See, and I notice I do sock, shoe.
No.
I do, because that way you don't have to go back and forth and back and forth. I do sock, shoe. That way if a bear comes to chase me, at least I have one sock and shoe on. I can hop away.
If you're hopping, you're not going to outrun the bear if you're hopping, okay?
Okay, well, one of the dogs,
then you're running, and your other foot is just going to be mangled. You don't have any protection on there. No, only psychopaths do it that way.
Which would be me and Gage.
And I've been married to you for 28 years, and I didn't know you did sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
I pretty much do.
Wow. Well, I mean, kind of getting back to the other little bit more serious question, which is what's the most rewarding thing for you about being a chiropractor?
Gosh, I do talks at high schools to people who are thinking of becoming chiropractors, and that's one of the things that I say is when I go into the office, I know every time I go into the office, somebody's life is going to be changed that day. So it doesn't matter how many people I see, and it's not me, it's just me getting their bodies to be able to do what the body is designed to do. And that's what's the coolest thing is it's not magic what I'm doing, it's magic what their bodies are doing, and I love that.
Right.
So it's not about me, it's about getting their bodies and letting them know that their body is incredible and amazing.
Right. Yeah.
And you?
That kind of reminds me of when someone, feels better after the adjustment and they say, "You're a miracle worker." Well, you know what? I'm not the miracle worker. you're the miracle worker. When I work on you, it's your body that's doing the miracles, not me. But as far as...
Remember your patient who said you were a wizard?
I'm like, yeah.
Because he had a headache coming in, you adjusted him, his headache was gone.
He,
Like, you're like
he
a
actually,
wizard.
yeah. And he wanted to start a Wikipedia page about me. Just about me.
That'll be our next project. Let's start with YouTube and we'll work our way to Wikipedia.
But, here, and, there's a lot of things that's amazing about being a chiropractor. But really for me, when someone gets up off the table and they feel better, or if they feel better sort of sequentially after a treatment plan, and they get better gradually, that's amazing. But really, what's the most rewarding thing about me is getting to know my patients and asking them questions about their lives, and then just sort of getting to the point where when they come in, it's more like seeing a friend than it is about seeing a patient where I'm the doctor and they're the patient. I really enjoy developing those relationships over the course of a person's lifetime, to where when they come in, they're not stressed out about being there. They're happy to see me. I'm happy to see them. We have a nice little talk for a few minutes, and it's just like touching bases with an old friend. I love that so much.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm to the point now where I'm seeing, kids that we started when they were very young are now getting married, they're graduating college, they're having their own kids, we're getting the next generation.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of cool, too. We've been in practice long enough that we're seeing the next line.
I have so many other questions for you here, but we're running out of time. It's terrible. Well, just real quick here, I think we have only have a minute left. What should we do? More questions, or should
One
we
more
just
quick.
sort of wrap things up?
Okay,
Okay, well, you were already in great shape, but what made you want to switch to a low-carb way of eating?
Because I want to play with my grandkids someday and be able to get up off the floor when I do.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing about low-carb eating is it really helps to decrease your inflammation in your body.
Mhm.
So if you have a lot of stiffness and soreness and you feel like you can't get up out of the recliner, or you just feel stiff and sore all the time, low carb is really great for that, because it really cuts down on your inflammation, which can lead to a host of other diseases too that affect us. So, well, hey, thanks for joining us, and YouTube, thanks for joining us too. As we always do, we're going to wrap this up right now. So, Dr. Maria, we are out of time on this Saturday morning.
Yes, we are, Jeff. That's a wrap.
A health wrap, that is.
I'll call those